Girl Boss Radio is brought to you by BarkBox. For humans, BarkBox is a delivery of 4 to 6 natural treats and super fun toys curated around a surprise theme for your dog each month. And for your little ruffer, BarkBox is like the joy of a million belly rubs. Here's how it works. On the website, you choose your dog size, a delivery plan, and then your dog's BarkBox is shipped on the 15th of each month. And you get free shipping. BarkBox curates the best all-natural treats and innovative toys to match your dog's unique needs, including allergies and heavy chewer preferences. It's a great way to try a variety of toys and treats from local and small businesses that you may not otherwise be able to find. And all treats are made in the USA or Canada. They always send new and fun toys that continue to keep dogs engaged, interested, and happy. And if your dog doesn't like something in the box, BarkBox will actually send you something that your dog will love for free because they're all about dog happiness. For a free extra month of BarkBox, visit barkbox.com/girlboss when you subscribe to a 6 or 12-month plan. Where did you get the idea for Violet Grey?
I wrote the business plan for Violet Grey when I was in New York. So before I lived here, I lived in New York for about 8 years. And the business plan, I'd written lots of business plans because I, like you, grew up in San Francisco sort of, because I had this whole time where I was, a gypsy running around. But my father always lived in San Francisco, and so I was with him most holidays and summer. So if I think about where I grew up, that's where I think of as home. And then I spent my early 20s there. And I think that's where I first got the sort of entrepreneurial bug, or just knew that I was going to start a company, and that's what I was supposed to do here. And I wanted to do it like in my early 30s. Like I really wanted to have fun and kind of learn a lot before I dedicated my life to building a company, because I knew, being around a lot of these young entrepreneurs in San Francisco, everyone has a business plan. Like in LA, everyone has a script. It's the same kind of like in the water. So I think that's where it started in terms of me writing business plans and, reserving URLs and
cool,
trademarks and all of that. So I've always had lots and lots of ideas for businesses and written them. And by that, I mean, I'd write 5 pages. So is there a market, and what's the white space, and why is it exciting, and is it exciting to me, and blah, blah, blah. So I wrote the business plan for Violet Grey when I was in New York, and kind of in response to, really Net-a-Porter as a business model was really inspiring to me. She's amazing. Yeah. I'm most fascinated with really human behavior. And that's what I've studied my entire life and what I've tried to work in and learn from. And I'm particularly interested in it as it specifically relates to luxury and sort of the luxury dream worlds, and even more specifically sort of the fashion houses. And, I very much consider Apple a fashion house. And so Apple and Ralph Lauren and Chanel, and these are all big, big inspirations to me. So I'm really interested in art that influences behavior, and specifically purchase behavior. Mm-hmm. So in thinking about the Net-a-Porter model, and then, when I wrote the business plan, it was pre-social media, and Facebook was there, but no Instagram, no Twitter. And it was just this notion of there really wasn't any one trusted source for beauty online. And then this notion of publishing was sort of flatlining. Mm-hmm. The brick and mortar store was not a pleasant experience in my experience. So it's just this very simple idea that women were ripping pages out of magazines and schlepping over to Barney's or Bergdorf's or whatever. I was in New York at the time. And saying, I want this, because Sarah Brown says it's the best, or Jane Larkworthy says it's the best. These are beauty editors from Vogue and W. And this seems like a real problem to solve. First, these editors really aren't getting credit for the influence that they have on purchase decisions. And the editors in today's world, editors are authorities, and there's a lot of editor, like a makeup artist is an editor essentially in beauty, because they're using it every day and filling up their kits with the best stuff. Anyway, so that was a very simple idea. It's like, well, now that we have digital, we could sort of solve this problem.
Like, what if we could
Put
connect
those two things together?
the power of those editors with a place where people can actually tear out the
Purchase
page
their
and purchase it
recommendations.
in the same place.
Yeah, which we can, because it's
know.
called the internet. It's amazing.
It's really cool.
It's very cool.
I think everyone's been trying to solve the content and commerce conundrum.
Yes.
How do you guys think about that in terms of balancing sending your viewers, your users, your readers, your customers to content versus product driven, like, messaging, I guess? I mean, the content is always talking about product, but, you know, I think some people feel like content can distract from shopping, and it sounds like you may have figured out a place where those things can live in harmony.
Certainly trying to figure it out. Yes, I think we've made some victories, tiny victories in the space. But yeah, it's really challenging because I think it's very much about authenticity. And so I think we are uniquely positioned because we don't allow anyone to purchase anything on our site that we wouldn't write about. And we don't write about anything that's not available to be purchased unless it's outside of the beauty category. And so I think we very much approach our